Good morning, everyone. Hope all of you are fine in this pandemic situation. And I also wish that all of you are safe. So, dear learners, in our life, we come across with different situations in measuring things. Without measurement, we can't live in a modern world. मान लीजिए you are going to a shop and you are asking the shopkeeper for a commodity or something. Then you have to specify how much you require, how much quantity you require. It may be in grams, it may be in kilograms, it may be in some other quantity. मान लीजिए आप पेट्रोल भरने के लिए जा रहे हैं, पेट्रोल पंप जा रहे हैं, तो जाके आप क्या करेंगे आप उसको बोल देंगे कि इतना लीटर चाहिए, इतना मिलीलीटर चाहिए, इसे बोल देंगे. So, like this, in each and every situation in our life, we need a measurement. So, what is this measurement? Oh, how did it arise? What is the historical aspects of this measurement? ये भी सोच लीजिए कि ये measurement अगर is it only in the earth or in any other planet in the universe? And how did all these measurement systems developed in the historical way? So what were the measurement systems the ancient people were using, and what are the measurement systems we are using? Whether all these measurement systems are the same, or is there any modification, is there any changes in the measurement systems what we use, etc. things. It is very interesting to study all these things. Dear learners, it is interesting to note that the measurement systems in the case of length का जो measurement है उसमें बहुत सारे changes आ गया है. जो measurement systems used by the ancient people that we are not at all following now. And once upon a time, different countries, different people were using different measurement systems, and now globally we are using the same measurement system. So how it happened? What was the motto? What was the reason for the unification of all these measurement systems? तो चलिए देखते हैं measurements in science and technology. जी मैं डॉक्टर दिनेश एन कुरुप from Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Kottayam, Kerala. So let's see measurements in science and technology. So what is a measurement? So let's see first, what is a measurement? It is a basic skill which is an essential part of our day-to-day life that we have already seen, dear learners. Without measurement, we can't lead a happy and peaceful life. Otherwise, it may lead to conflicts, confusions, and all these things. So in our daily activities, we can't avoid these measurement systems. Did you ever think of these things? देखिए, what is a measurement and why do we need it? कभी सोचा है आप इसके बारे में? How do we measure? How to make a measurement? How do we quantify a measurement so that it is understood by everyone in the same sense? That means आप शॉप जा रहे हैं, आप एक मेजरमेंट बता रहे हैं उनको इतना सामान चाहिए, उनको भी समझ में आना है ना? It should be understood by everyone in the same sense. Then, now, what is the currently accepted international systems of units? The objectives of this lesson, today's session, is definition of a measurement and explain the need for measurement, give examples of the human body parts. Means एक जमाने में ऐसे करते थे कि human body parts एक standard लेते थे, उनसे compare करके measurement adopt करते थे. उसके बारे में हम discuss करेंगे. Then what is the need for a common system of units? सारे जगह के लिए एक ही कॉमन सिस्टम की जरूरत क्या है और कॉमन सिस्टम अगर है तो वो क्या है? Define and differentiate base and derived SI system, internationalized units. Then converting derived systems into base systems and base systems into derived systems. That means the relation between the SI systems as well as the derived systems. देखिए, लेंथ मेजर करना है, अपना हाइट मेजर करना है, आप कैसे मेजर करेंगे? तो ये डिफरेंट तरीके से मेजर कर सकते हैं। इधर तक मेजर कर सकते हैं, देन इधर तक मेजर कर सकते हैं। तो करेक्ट तरीका क्या है, राइट मेथड क्या है, रॉन्ग मेथड क्या है, आप कहीं सोचा है क्या? देखिए, दिस वन इज अ राइट मेथड। यू हैव टू मेजर till the flat plane of your head from your feet. So this is the correct method and इसको हम बोलेंगे your height. This is your height. All right. So this is the accurate measurement. It is the dimension of an object. आपका dimension इतना है, आपका dimension इतना है, dimension बोले तो आपका length इतना है आपका length. So that is the height of this particular person and the measurement is taken like this. अभी देखिए, डिफरेंट डिवाइसेस है हमारे पास मेजर करने का, लेंथ मेजर करने का डिफरेंट डिवाइसेस है। एक टेप है, एक रूलर है और बहुत सारे चीज है हमारे पास। लेंथी टेप होगा और डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ अदर डिजिटल डिवाइसेस भी होगा। तो इसमें क्या यूज करेंगे हम? हर सिचुएशन में एक ही डिवाइस यूज करेंगे या अलग अलग डिवाइस यूज करेंगे, वो भी हमें पता होना चाहिए। मेजरिंग टेप कहाँ यूज करेंगे, रूलर कहाँ यूज करेंगे और बाकी जो चीज है, बाकी सारे जो चीज है वो कहाँ कहाँ यूज करेंगे, ये भी पता होना चाहिए। Can the length of a road be measured using a ruler? Is it possible to measure the length of road by using a ruler? No, it is not possible. So this device we can't use for measuring the length of a road. So हर measurement के लिए अलग अलग devices होना बहुत जरूरी है। देखिए, can thickness of hair be measured using a tape? A tape can be used for measuring the thickness of hair. Is it possible? Is it a good method? नहीं होना चाहिए। इस ये टेप से हेयर का थिकनेस मेजर करना foolishness है। So this device cannot be used for measuring the thickness of hair. देखिए, पुराने जमाने में ऐसे करते थे, इसका ये लेंथ है ना, ये लेंथ स्टैंडर्ड लेके मेजरमेंट यूनिट का स्टैंडर्ड बताते थे। अभी ये देखिए, कुछ लोग है उसका हैंड तो लंबा होगा और कुछ लोग है उसका हैंड तो छोटा होगा। तो ये स्टैंडर्ड बन सकते हैं? ये स्टैंडर्ड बन सकते हैं? नहीं बन सकते। इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल to define this as the standard unit of length. So because different people are having different size of hands. Now, what is the measurement? How to make a measurement? So it's very interesting to see how to make a measurement. What are the methods to make a measurement? So we may come across with situations of measuring time, then height, then you देखिए weight measure करना जरूरी है, length measure करना जरूरी है। We may come across with situations of measuring all these things. आप देख लीजिए, अभी ये जमाने में ये कोविड पैंडेमिक टाइम पे टेम्परेचर का मेजरमेंट बहुत जरूरी है, बहुत जरूरी है। कैसे मेजर करेंगे, किस यूनिट में मेजर करेंगे, ये सब जानना बहुत जरूरी है। आप लॉर्ड केल्विन के बारे में सुना होगा, हु डेवलप्ड द केल्विन स्केल। देखिए, लॉर्ड केल्विन क्या बोला। What you are talking about, देखिए, what you are talking about, you should know what you are talking about. Then when you cannot measure it, आप बोलते हैं फिर भी उसको मेजर नहीं कर पाएंगे, तो उसका मीनिंग क्या है? इफ देयर इज अ फिजिकल क्वांटिटी, इट शुड बी ए मेजरेबल क्वांटिटी। अगर वो मेजरेबल नहीं है तो सपने हैं, सपने मेजरेबल है क्या? सो सपने तो फिजिकल क्वांटिटी नहीं है। So when you are talking about something, you must be able to measure it. वो तो ऐसे बोला लॉर्ड केल्विन, तो फेमस साइंटिस्ट, ऐसे बोला कि when you are talking about something, you should be able to measure that. Then only it becomes scientific. He lived between 1824 and 1907. Then why do we need to make a measurement? इसके बारे में हम विचार करेंगे। Why do we need to make a measurement? आप शॉप जा रहे, एक दुकान जा रहे हैं, कुछ चीजें खरीदते हैं, देन अगर प्रॉपर मेजरमेंट नहीं है, आप पैसा दे रहे हैं, सामान खरीदते हैं, प्रॉपर मेजरमेंट नहीं है, तो it won't be desirable for both buyer as well as the seller. It won't be desirable for both buyer as well as the seller. It will be difficult for both the people. वो भी मुश्किल में आएंगे, आपको भी प्रॉब्लम आ जाएंगे. You won't be satisfied, seller won't be satisfied. So that is a problem with situation where we don't have proper measurement systems. Then what is a unit? अभी आगे हम यूनिट के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. देन देखिए यूनिट्स, देखिए हमारे पास एक यूनिट है किलोग्राम. अगर एक किलोग्राम यूनिट नहीं है तो हम किस में मेजर करेंगे? तो it gives some idea about the magnitude of things. It gives some idea. अगर 1 किलोग्राम है, 1 किलोग्राम, तो 1 का मतलब अलग है. किलोग्राम means we are buying some quantity, and this kilogram gives us some idea about how much we are buying, or how much quantity we are getting. देखिए, here it is written as weight equals 160, simply 160. Nothing is written 160. ये 160 क्या है? Confusing है, very confusing it is. ये 160 ग्राम हो सकते हैं, 160 किलोग्राम हो सकते हैं, 160 पाउंड हो सकते हैं. ऐसे कंफ्यूजन आ जाएंगे. इसमें यूनिट नहीं है. देयर इज नो यूनिट हियर. ठीक है. सो दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम वी फेस विदाउट अ यूनिट. सो व्हाट इज अ यूनिट? सो हियर वी राइट 1 किलोग्राम. सो 1 is a magnitude and kilogram is a unit. So unit can be written as a value of physical quantity can be called as a numerical quantity, that is 1, and multiplied by a unit as kilogram. Okay. So a numerical quantity will be there, it will be multiplied with a unit. So we can say that unit is a measure, device, or a scale. Measure, device, or a scale in terms of which we can make physical measurement. It can be a measure, it can be a device, or it can be a scale in terms of which we can make physical measurement. Once again, dear learners, we are coming back to measuring length of a cloth. We can measure length of a cloth in different styles, different types, different devices also we can use. And here we are using a simple scale. By using a scale, we can measure the length of a cloth, and we can say that this is, say for example, 25 centimeter. 25 centimeter. Okay. So this is 25 is the magnitude, and centimeter is the unit. This centimeter change हो जाते हैं क्या? Never. This is a fixed length. Centimeter is a fixed length. You can see here, centimeter will be a fixed length. Okay, and the length, the total length is a multiple of this centimeter. This is one unit. Okay, and the total length will be 25 times of this centimeter. So total length is a multiple of a basic quantity called unit. So 25 centimeter का मतलब ये होता है कि 25 times of 1 centimeter. So it is 25 times multiple of a base quantity, and that base quantity is called as a unit. So what are the characteristics needed for a good unit? First characteristic is it should be relevant. Relevant होना चाहिए. Then दूसरा है convenient होना चाहिए. Unit convenient होना चाहिए. मान लीजिए कि ये इसका length measure करना है, तो किलोमीटर में measure करेंगे क्या? नहीं. It is not possible. It is not convenient. किलोमीटर में मेजर करना कन्वीनियंट नहीं है. मिलीमीटर में मेजर करना कन्वीनियंट नहीं है. ये सेंटीमीटर में मेजर करना कन्वीनियंट है. सो यूनिट शुड बी अ कन्वीनियंट वन. देन इट शुड बी वेल डिफाइंड. वेल डिफाइंड का मतलब ये होता है कि ये सबको समझ में आना चाहिए. बोथ बायर एज वेल एज सेलर should be comfortable with this unit. Otherwise it will not be a good unit. So a good unit should be relevant होना चाहिए. It should be relevant to the modern scientific world. Then it should be convenient, it should be well defined. So these are the three basic characteristics required for a good unit: relevant, convenient, and well defined. Abhi, let's try these questions. Define the term measurement by giving two examples. So measurement is nothing but a base quantity, means a magnitude multiplied by a unit. Magnitude multiplied by a unit is called a measurement. Then what is a unit? What is a unit? So we have just discussed that it is a device, scale, in terms of which we can make a measurement. Device, scale, in which we can make a measurement, that is called a unit. Then list the essential characteristics of a unit. Essential characteristics of a unit. Relevant होना चाहिए, convenient होना चाहिए, and well defined होना चाहिए. Well defined होना चाहिए. तीन characteristics है, relevant, convenient and well defined. ये देखिए, पुराने जमाने में वो लोग ये यूज करते थे, डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ मेजरिंग डिवाइसेस यूज करते थे. कितना साइंटिफिक था. देखिए, सबसे छोटा उससे बड़ा, ऐसे सबसे छोटा से सबसे बड़ा तक different scales they used. I feel that those people were having more scientific attitude than the people who are living now, because देखिए, एक कोरोना वायरस आ गए, सब लोग परेशान है. See, they were having a very good system of measurement units. Like, see, ये देखिए कि लेंथ का मेजरमेंट है, सबसे छोटा है, ये देखिए छोटा छोटा है, फिर बड़ा हो. ये मास का मेजरमेंट है, मास का कंपैरिजन है. वो स्टोन से भी यूज करते थे, स्टोन भी यूज करते थे. देखिए स्टोन, they were having stones with some marks on it. छोटा मार्क्स था, उसे कंपेयर करके लेंथ मेजर करता था. Let's see how they made measurement in those days, in ancient days, how they made measurements. They used body parts. Hand, देखिए hand, the span, first finger, that means there is a different types of measurements which is comparable with the human body parts. Hand span is there, thumb is there, then the first finger they used for making measurements, then hand they used for making measurements. Okay. Now some of these were, first one is digit, width of a single finger, width of a single finger. It is called a digit. Digit. Again, there is a problem, which finger we use, and the size of finger differs from person to person. So those were the problems came later on, but initially they used this to compare things. So digit, the width of a single finger. Then foot, foot, still we are using foot. Foot, it is a very old unit, the length of a foot. Then cubit, length of an arm. Cubit, length of an arm. Then hand span, the distance between the tip of the thumb. See this, tip of the thumb and tip of the little finger. अगर stretch करके देखिए, distance between the tip of the thumb and tip of the little finger, they used, those days they used as a unit, as a reference standard, which is known as hand span. Then fathom, another unit they used, fathom, this unit. Distance between the ends of the hands of an Anglo-Saxon farmer. So they defined it like that, fathom. Okay, so this is a very common unit, foot. Cubit was there, then digit was there, the hand span was there. Hand span, still some places we are using the hand span now also. देखिए, इसका illustration देखिए, hand span क्या होता है. देखिए इतना, इधर से इधर तक, this distance is the hand span. So this is a palm. ये भी confusing है. देखिए, हर आदमी का palm एक तरीके से नहीं होते हैं, so there arises problems. Then digit देखिए, this much width is called a digit. This much, only this much width is called digit, a single finger. Then cubit, this is the cubit, this length between this part of the hand and till the end of your finger, this is called cubit. Then foot span. Okay, ये देखिए pace एक यूनिट है जो रोमन्स इंट्रोड्यूस किया है. It is just like one step ahead, simple thing, one step ahead, एक step आगे, मतलब ये one foot will be here and the another one will be here, and the distance between these two is called pace. Of course, foot span is very familiar to you. Then arm span, जितना लेंथ होते हैं इतना स्पैन होते हैं आपका आर्म, मीन्स when you stretch your hands, how much span will be there for your hands, that is called this distance. So it is very interesting to see. In those days, science and technology were not this much developed. Still, they followed a system of unit very meticulously. Very simply, meticulously, they followed a system of unit, and everyone followed the same measurement system, and they lived very happily. See, what do they use? The Roman army, what do they use in those days? It is the pace. देखिए pace. They developed a unit called the pace in those days. Pace. Stride of their army contingent. It is stride of their army contingent. Distance traveled by it in 1,000 paces equal to a mile. So there came the mile. So that is a historical development of mile. Mile came from this one. 1,000 paces equals to a mile. Similarly, they use another system of unit called, means another unit called grain. Simply grain. Grain was used as a unit of mass. ये distance cover करने के लिए use करते थे. ये देखिए grain. It was used for measuring mass. It was in 16th century, and it is equal to the weight of a wheat grain. आपको पता है wheat grain का size कितना होता है? So it was equal to the weight of a wheat grain. So that is grain, a unit called grain. देखिए, so pace and grain. So from this pace, they developed a unit called mile. Still we are using mile. अब एक एक्टिविटी है आप लोगों के लिए. We have learned the units called handspan and digits. Handspan and digits we have learned. Will you be able to measure the length of your blackboard? Means क्लास में एक blackboard है, उसका length measure कर सकते हैं क्या? कर सकते हैं. तो बहुत आसान है. आसान मतलब it is very interesting, and enthusiastic children can do this in your home also in this lockdown period. This is handspan, and this one is the digit. Let's see how do they make it. It's simple. It's very simple. So like this, you can also try in your home. It will be very interesting to use the older units. It will be very funny also. Now, why we need a standard unit? What is the need for a standard unit? देखिए, ये बड़ा है और एक छोटा है. ये कितना बड़ा है और एक कितना छोटा है, ये बताना बहुत मुश्किल है. ये बड़ा है छोटा है, ये सभी लोग बता सकते हैं कि ये बड़ा है ये छोटा है. But what is the difference between these two objects in terms of a standard unit? Sometimes we may measure the mass of elephant, means इसका weight जो है, mass जो है वो किलोग्राम में नहीं तो टन में यूज करेंगे, टन में मेजर करेंगे. और ये बहुत छोटा है, इसका मास तो हम टन में नहीं मेजर करूंगा, तो कैसे मेजर करूंगा? तो इसमें इसका तो होगा कि ग्राम में होगा, नहीं तो किलोग्राम में होगा. तो कैसे कंपेयर करना मुश्किल हो जाएंगे. तो उसके लिए हमारे पास एक स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट होना बहुत जरूरी है. स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट, इसका भी मेजरमेंट वही यूनिट में ले लेना है, और एक छोटू को भी, छोटू का मास भी वही यूनिट में लेना पड़ता है. Then the comparison will be very easy for us. We can easily find out how many times this is bigger and how many times this is smaller. So that is a need for a standard unit. Then ये भी है, results of measurement vary from person to person. एक आदमी मेजर करते हैं, दूसरा आदमी मेजर करते हैं, दोनों का मेजरमेंट एक तरीके से नहीं हो सकता है, क्योंकि एक आदमी डिस्टेंस मेजर करेंगे मीटर में, दूसरा आदमी डिस्टेंस मेजर करेंगे फुट में। ये दोनों एक तरीके से कंपेयर करना मुश्किल हो जाता है। Then देखिए, different people will have different attitude in making measurements. Sometimes some person may like to use this meter scale, and some other person uh, he may be interested in using another devices in which the distance is measured in, for example, miles or anything, any other thing like that. So it leads to confusion. And then depends on the rulers of the country also. Some rulers restrict that all measurements should be in miles, or some other rulers restrict that all measurements should be in centimeters or any other kind of reference standard. So there arises again confusion. Then regional differences are there. In certain region they follow a particular unit, and certain other regions they follow another particular unit. So it again leads to confusion in trade. For example, you are going to some place and buying some apples in pounds, and you are bringing it here and you are selling it in kilogram. That arises confusion. Then this created problems in trade. मान लीजिए आप कई जगह जा रहे हैं, कुछ खरीदते हैं, एक यूनिट कंपेयर करके खरीदते हैं, तो आप वापस आके उसको कैसे करेंगे, तो सेल करना मुश्किल हो जाते हैं। इसीलिए द सेम सिस्टम शुड बी फॉलोड बाय different regions, different countries, different people. All should follow the same system. Then only it will be very easy for us for a peaceful living. देखिए, हमारा जो भारत है, we have our own measurement systems. Not only in the present scenario, in the older days also, we were having our own measurement systems, which was very accurate, well defined, and widely used measurement systems. So let's see the Indian measurement system. What are the Indian measurement systems? So Indian measurement systems can be classified into different measurement systems adopted by the people in different period. Okay, so let's see the first ancient period. Ancient period, they used these systems. That the first one is smallest one is a paramanu. Paramanu मतलब उसका meaning ये होता है कि atom. So atom है सबसे छोटा. 8 paramanus make one Raja Khan. Raja Khan का मतलब ये होता है कि it is the dust particle from the wheel of a chariot. चैरियट का व्हील है, उससे जो डस्ट आते हैं ना, वो कितना छोटा है आप सबको पता है। उसका साइज कंपेयर करके राजा खान बोलते थे। And one Raja Khan was subdivided into 8 Paramanus. So Paramanu was the smallest unit used in the period of Chandragupta Maurya. इसका रेफरेंस होगा अर्थशास्त्र में आपको इसका रेफरेंस मिल जाएगा। Okay, so it is well defined and well written, well documented also. Still it is available to refer. Then 8 Raja Khans makes one liksha. Liksha is the size of egg of lice. So you can imagine how much small it will be. And the remaining conversion table is given here. 8 likshas make one yugamadhya. Then 8 yugamadhyas make one yavamadhya. And like this it went on. And this one, dekhiye, angul. Angul is used very commonly in those days, and now also we are following this angul in many places of our country. तो इसका सारे रेफरेंस आपको मिल जाएगा कौटिल्य ने जो बना दिया है ना अर्थशास्त्र. It's a very ancient and very good reference for the measurements. Then Indian measurement systems in the medieval period. Medieval period में क्या use करते थे? At the time of Emperor Akbar, gas, it was a commonly used unit. It was used for measuring length. Gas unit it was used for measuring length. Then each gas was divided into 24 equal parts, and each part was called as tasuj. One gas divided into 24 equal parts, and each part was called tasuj. Then it was used to measure land pieces. Then construction of buildings, houses, walls, gardens, etc. Gas, now also in many part of the country we are using this unit gas. Then gas was widely used as a unit of length till metric system was introduced in 1956. 1956 it was. In that year, metric system was introduced in our country. All right. So gas was used as a unit for measuring length, and each gas can be divided into 24 equal parts, and each part was called tassuj. Still, in many places of our country, we are using this unit gas. The Indian measurement systems during the British period. This one inch was used, then foot was used, and yard was used. आप जानते हैं कि क्रिकेट पिच का लेंथ होगा, यार्ड में मेजरमेंट होगा उसका, यार्ड में होगा उसका मेजरमेंट. चप्पल का नहीं तो शू का मेजरमेंट होगा फुट में. देन अभी इंचेस भी हम यूज करते हैं, बहुत सिचुएशन में हम इंच यूज करते हैं, फुट यूज करते हैं, यार्ड यूज करते हैं. देन ग्रेन, ounce still we use ounce for measuring these medicines. Then pounds, still we use this unit pounds in many situations. So these are all the British system of units: inch, foot, yard, grain, ounce, pound. So all these things are used for making measurements in distance. Distance measurement करने के लिए use करते थे ये सब, and this was used for measuring mass. Okay. Then ये देखिए राती. It is a red seed whose mass is approximately 120 milligram. It was used as a standard unit, red seed. And they used this Goldsmith as well as practitioners of traditional medicine. They used this as a standard measurement, rati. देखिए 8 rati make 1 masha. Then tola, still we use this unit, tola. Then 5 tolas make 1 chandak. Then sir, still we use this unit, sir. Okay. So this is the conversion table followed by those people in those days. That is a British period, or till the metric system introduced in India. So inch, foot, yard, then grain, ounce, pounds. Then the conversion table between these different systems. Then rati, masha. Then 12 mashas make 1 tola. Then देखिए 16 chandak make 1 sir. So this is another popular unit used in those days during the British period. Now let's try this question. Name the smallest unit of length during the Chandragupta Maurya period. Smallest unit of length during the Chandragupta Maurya period. It is the smallest one, as we discussed, it is the Paramanu. Now list the parts of the human body which can be used for measurements in those days. What were the parts of human body they used for making measurements? So then finger, different part, finger, foot, then hand, like that, different parts they used for making measurements. Why cannot the parts of human body be used for accurate measurement? So it differs. There is individual differences. Simply we can answer like this: individual differences. Okay, so these differs from human body. One human body is not exactly the same as that of another one. The individual differences are there. Yes, size of one palm is not exactly, it will never be the same as that of another person. So individual differences are there. These individual differences created problems, and that problems lead to the need of a combined or a unified system of units or international system of units. So dear learners, we have seen the need for a system of units, and what were the systems of units followed by the ancient people in India, and the beauty of those constructive system of units, and the comparison table between the different units, what they followed, and what were the Indian contribution in the system of units. Okay, here we take a short break, and if you have any questions, please send it, log on to sdmis.nios.ac.in, or simply send SMS to the number which is scrolling in your screen. So let's go for a very short break.
Sir, break? Sir, break?
ठीक है मैडम.
ओके सर, जब आए तो बता दीजिएगा मुझे.
जी मैडम.
सर, जब आप आए बता दीजिएगा अपना पानी वानी पी के.
ठीक है मैडम, और जस्ट 2-3 मिनट में आ जाऊंगा मैडम.
ओके, नो इशू सर.
ठीक है मैडम. ओके, थैंक यू. ठीक है मैडम, रेडी है?
सर रेडी?
रेडी मैडम, रेडी।
सर मैं बोलूंगी तब स्टार्ट कीजिएगा।
ठीक है, अभी 10:30 बजे नहीं 11:30 बजे कट करना है या क्या, कैसे
हाँ
करना
जी,
है?
11:30 बजे आप ओके कर दीजिएगा और फिर मैं जब बोलूंगी तब आप कर दीजिएगा।
ठीक है, अभी तो रश करना पड़ेगा मैडम। ठीक है, देख लो।
हाँ
हाँ
जी सर, अभी शॉर्ट कर दिया ना।
ठीक है, अभी तो एडजस्ट, हम लोग एडजस्ट होना है, बस इतना ही
हाँ
है।
जी हाँ जी।
ठीक।
1 मिनट सर, मैं अभी बोलती हूँ लाइव, तभी करिएगा।
ठीक।
Okay sir, you may start.
Welcome back, learners. So we were discussing about the measurement systems. So what were the measurement systems followed by people in the ancient time, and especially हमारे जो भारत में कौन सा system use कर रहे थे वो लोग पुराने ज़माने में, and we just have seen that we were having a very proud and accurate measurement system in our country, and let's continue that. So these were the questions we were discussing about before the break, and let's see now the modern measurement systems. What are the modern measurement systems as science and technology developed, and what were the systems we adopted? So for measuring length, now we have meter as a standard unit for measurement of length everywhere. Globally, it is accepted. And we define meter as the distance between two lines marked on a platinum iridium bar. This platinum iridium is selected because it is not having much difference or much elongation with respect to temperature and all those things. So this distance is a stable distance. And it is kept, a prototype of this one is kept at the International Bureau of Weights and Measures, Paris. This is that platinum iridium bar. Two lines will be marked on this bar, and the distance between these two lines is called as 1 meter. So this is a standard reference of length in the modern era. Now what is the standard reference of mass? It is the mass of a platinum iridium cylinder, which is equal to the mass of 1 cubic decimeter of water. 1 cubic decimeter of water. It is widely accepted as the standard for mass. Okay, so it is 1 kilogram. 1 kilogram is the mass of a platinum iridium cylinder, and which is again equal to mass of 1 cubic decimeter of water. So this is that cylinder, this platinum iridium cylinder, kept in ideal conditions without much heat, away from much heat, away from much temperature variations, away from much humidity variations, etc. As regards to time, now we need measurement of time also. The concept of an hour, a minute, and a second based on the rotation of Earth was retained in those days. Modern measurement system. So this is the measurement regarding length. This is for mass, this is for length, and this one is for time. And as science and technology developed, the CGS system they followed once. It was based on the centimeter, gram, and second. Centimeter, gram, and second. CGS, C for centimeter, G for gram, and S for second. So this is for length, this is for mass, and this is for time. Thank you. Now we have the 7 different units. See the kilogram for mass, meter for length, ampere for electric current, Kelvin for temperature, mole for amount of substance, and candela for luminous intensity. Light intensity, we have these 7 base units. These are called SI units, system internationalized. System, SI units. Everyone in the world should use these units nowadays. It's a globally accepted system of unit. It is called SI system. Kilogram for mass, meter for length, S for second, ampere for electric current, K for temperature, Kelvin for temperature, mole for amount of substance, candela for luminous intensity, light intensity. See, this is another system, MKS system, MKS, meter, kilogram, and second. Meter, kilogram, and second. Okay, first came the CGS system, then came the MK system, then the final product is this one, the SI system. So from this one, CGS to MKS, then MKS to finally this one, the International System of Units. Now let's see the changes in the system. In FPS, for length we have foot, pound, and second. In CGS, we have centimeter, gram, and second. In MKS, we have meter, kilogram, and second. See, time has no change because the time taken by the Earth to make one rotation on its own axis remains the same. So there is no change for the unit of time. All other units changed. मान लीजिए अगर आप एक पायलट हैं, you are flying your aircraft from New York to New Delhi, and in New York you were using a different system of unit for height, and in New Delhi you will be entering into a different system of unit. So obviously you will be getting confused, arises confusion. So which unit you will follow? So that was the problem faced by the people globally before the arrival of this SI system. SI system internationalized, that is SI system. Now we are following this system globally. This is widely accepted by everyone in this earth. Kilogram for mass, meter for length, second for time, ampere, the capital A, capital A. See, this one is a small s for time. This is for electric current. And Kelvin for temperature. And mole, MOL, for amount of substance. देखिए, small MOL, small letter MOL, not capital letter, amount of substance. CD, candela, small c, small d, it's for luminous intensity. So these are the 7 units which are called as base units or SI system units. Using these base units, we can make any other units. We can develop any other units. These are called the base units. Now, how can we derive a unit using a base unit? For example, if we have to derive a unit for force, we don't have a direct unit for force. We know that force is equal to mass multiplied by acceleration. And again, we see equation is like this: m multiplied by a equals f. And again, we know that velocity is equal to acceleration is equal to velocity divided by time. That means change in velocity divided by time. Okay. Again, velocity is equal to displacement or distance divided by time. Okay. See, देखिए distance का direct unit है, इसका भी direct unit है, distance का direct unit होता है, देखिए length, distance एक length होता है, length का direct unit है meter. Then time has direct unit. Again, we can convert this into direct units. That is, mass will have direct unit. So we get mass, kilogram, multiplied by length, we have meter, divided by time, we have second, so second square. So we get unit like this: kilogram, meter per second square, or kilogram, meter, second raised to -2, second power -2. So we can, like this, we can develop unit of any physical quantity from the base SI units. So here we don't have a direct unit for force, but we can make, or we can use the SI system of units for deriving a unit for force. That's why it is called derived units. It's not a fundamental unit, it's a derived unit. Now let's see the names and symbols of the derived units. See, this is a derived unit. Second inverse, 1 by second is a derived unit. It is called as Hertz, represented by H is it. The force we have seen, just now we have seen kilogram meter divided by second square. It is known as Newton, represented by capital N. Newton is the force of unit of force. Then pressure. Pressure, we know pressure P equals force divided by area. Force per area. Force, we have a unit. It is kilogram meter per second square. And again, the pressure equals force divided by area. Force unit we have kilogram meter second power minus 2 divided by area. It is meter square. Then we get kilogram meter power minus 1 second power minus 2. So we can get a unit for pressure, and that is called Pascal, represented by PE. Like this, we can develop units for any physical quantity. For example, energy or work, we get unit like this, and it is called Joule, represented by capital J. And power, we know power equals work divided by time. Okay, rate of work done is power, work divided by time. So this unit divided by time will give you the unit of power. So it is represented by watt using the letter capital W. So like this, we can make units of any physical quantity from the base SI units. Remember, we have 7 SI units. Then SI prefixes, how we prefix? देखिए, mass of Earth. If you write the mass of Earth like this, see, it is quite confusing. It is quite confusing. We can't use this many zeros. So radius of sun, देखिए कितना zero है? Radius of sun कितना zero? ये हो सकता है क्या? ये नहीं हो सकता. It is not at all possible for us to represent a radius of sun like this, mass of Earth like this. So how do we represent? So we get confusion. Then how do we represent? So you are tired of these zeros. These many zeros we can't handle. Then how do we represent? So it can be represented like this: 5.97 multiplied by 10 to the power of 24. You have to count the number 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. You have to count the number of zeros, then first digit, then a decimal point, then remaining 2 digits, first digit, decimal point, remaining 2 zeros, multiplied by 10 power how much? This is the correct scientific representation. This is a scientific representation. Okay, so this one is a scientific representation. This is not scientific. This is not scientific. We can't represent like this. Now, radius of sun, we can write it as 6.96. First digit 6, decimal point 96 multiplied by 10 power how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 power 8. So this is scientific. Okay, this one is not scientific. We can't use like this. Then approximate distance between Mumbai and Delhi, we can represent like this: 1.4 into 10 power 6 meters. Meter is a unit of distance. So it's very comfortable. 1.6 into 10 power 6 meters. It's quite comfortable. The radius of hydrogen atom is the 10 power minus 11. It's again comfortable. Otherwise, we have to write 5 divided by 10, something like this, 5 divided by 10, 10, something like that. It's quite confusing. So instead, we can use a very comfortable unit. This is again scientific unit. Right. Now, mass of electron. That also we can write like this: 10 power minus 31. Very small units, very small mass. So this is the SI prefix we can use for making it more convenient. Then for multiplications and subdivisions, multiples and subdivisions, we use these prefixes. देखिए 10 power 24, 10 power 21, 10 power 18, 10 power 15. 10 power 15 is called peta. Then 10 power 12 is called tera. TB, you may be very familiar with the TB, terabyte. So it is TB. 1 tera equals 10 power 12. Then giga, that also you may be very familiar. Gigahertz. So they are using. Okay, gigahertz. Then mega. It's also familiar nowadays. Megahertz. Mega means 10 power 6. Giga means 10 power 9. Tera means 10 power 12. Some people may think that it is 10 power 10, but it is 10 power 12. Then peta, then exa 10 power 18. Zeta 10 power 21. Iota 10 power 24. Then kilo, hecto, deco. These are all familiar one. Deci, centimeter, milli, micro. Then see, nano is 10 power 9. 10 power 9 is nano. Then pico is 10 power 12. Then femto is 10 power minus 50. Then 10 power minus 18 is atto. Then septo. Then yocto. These are more popular one. Micro means 10 power minus 6. Nano means 10 power minus 9. Milli, of course, it is a commonly used one. Then nano, pico, femto. Nano means 10 power minus 9, pico 10 power minus 12, and femto 10 power minus 50. How do we use SI prefix? कैसे use करेंगे? देखिए, radius of the sun is measured as 6.96 into 10 power 8 meters. Or we can measure, we can represent it like this, 696 into 10 power 6 meters. Or 696 megameters. 10 power 6 can be called as mega. Capital M. 10 power 6 is mega, we know. So instead of 10 power 6, we can write capital M meter. 696 megameter. We can write like that. Then we can also write like this, 6.96 into 10 power 8 meters. Same thing. Then 0.696 into 10 power 9. So this 10 power 9, we have a prefix. 10 power 9 is giga. So we can write like this, 0.696 gigameter. 0.696 gigameter we can write. So in this way, we can use SI prefixes to make it more convenient, easily understand. Then what are the rules? There are certain rules while we use these SI prefixes, certain rules to be followed. What are the rules? Let's see. First rule is no space is required between the prefix and the symbol of the unit. That is, nanogram is written as nanogram, NG, and not as N space. No space is required between N and G. See, the prefixes are used with the units. It is not used alone. See, 10, simply using 10 micro does not convey anything. क्या होते हैं 10 माइक्रो का मतलब क्या होता है? कोई मतलब ही नहीं होते. Instead, it should be written like this, 10 micrometer. Then it has a meaning. 10 microgram, it has a meaning. Okay. Then you can use only one prefix at a time. That is 10 power minus 12 gram can be represented as 1 picogram and not as 10 power minus 6 into 10 power minus 6 gram. So this is microgram. A nahi ho sakte. This is not possible. It is wrong. Okay. We have to use only one prefix at a time. Then SI prefix is not used with the unit of this one, temperature. Temperature का कोई prefix ही नहीं होता है. Okay. The power to which a prefix unit is raised applies to the whole unit, including the prefix. Example देखिए, 1 किलोमीटर स्क्वायर, that is 1000 मीटर स्क्वायर. ये मीटर को भी applicable है स्क्वायर. ये स्क्वायर करने पे मीटर को भी स्क्वायर करना पड़ता है. That is 10 power 6 मीटर स्क्वायर आ जाएंगे. Not 1000 मीटर स्क्वायर. Now, rules for representing SI units is a continuation. While writing the value of physical quantity, the number and unit are separated by a space. Example देखिए, 100 milligram is correct, but not without space. इधर एक space होना चाहिए. ये quantity है और ये unit है. इस बीच में space होना चाहिए. No space is given between number and टेम्परेचर का यूनिट डिग्री सेल्सियस. अगर इसका डिग्री टेम्परेचर का यूनिट है उसमें स्पेस नहीं होना चाहिए. Symbols of the units are not changed while writing them in plural. Means 10 milligram is correct, not grams. Okay, so milligrams, it is not milligrams. ये wrong है. Milligrams, it is 10 mg, 10 milligram. The symbols of the units are not followed by a full stop except at the end of a sentence. For example, 10 mg is incorrect. ये correct नहीं है. ये full stop नहीं होना चाहिए. देखिए, in writing the SI units obtained as a combination of units, a space is given between the symbols. Space is given between the symbols. Thus, देखिए, represents meter second. Otherwise क्या होगा? Millisecond होगा. अगर ये gap नहीं है, space नहीं है, तो millisecond होगा. M space second means meter seconds. This देखिए, ये this stands for milliseconds. अगर space है तो दो क्वांटिटी बन जाएंगे, अगर स्पेस नहीं है तो एक ही क्वांटिटी बन जाएंगे. For numbers less than unity, 0 must be inserted to the left of the decimal point, right? देखिए, 0.928 is correct. 0.928. Simply 0.928 is incorrect. ऐसा नहीं लिखना चाहिए, ऐसा लिखना चाहिए. This is correct. 0.928. If the number is less than unity, it should be represented as 0. That quantity. Then symbols of units derived from proper names are represented by using capital letters. देखिए, 30.5 joule. So 30.5 capital J. 30.5 capital J is correct. But 30.5 joules, or say this is incorrect. 30.5 joules is incorrect. 30.5 small j is incorrect. Just capital J. That's correct. When using powers with a unit name, the modifier squared or cubed is used after. Okay. Area and volume are exception in such cases. Okay. There तो qualifier की जरूरत नहीं. अगर नेगेटिव एक्सपोनेंट है तो कैसे represent करेंगे? When we are using a negative exponent, okay, then it should be like this. It is represented as joule per kilogram मोल. बार बार ये लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, ऐसे लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. किलोग्राम पर मोल लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. ये गलत है, ये ठीक है. एक ही टाइम में काफी, एक ही टाइम लिखना काफी है. ठीक है, जूल पर केल्विन पर मोल. दिस इज करेक्ट. तो बार बार ऐसे डिविजन का सिंबल देने की जरूरत नहीं है. Now let's see the summary of this lesson. What we have learned in this session. So measurement is a basic skill which forms an essential part of our day-to-day activities, irrespective of what we do. अगर measurement नहीं है तो our life इतना आसान नहीं हो सकता है. बहुत conflicts आ जाएंगे, बहुत problems आ जाएंगे, and we won't be leading a systematic life. So it's a process of comparison and involves counting of the number of times a chosen scale is used. It is essential for accurate determination of a physical quantity. Just remember the words of Lord Kelvin. आप जो बोलते हैं उसको measure भी करना बहुत जरूरी है. In science, you should be able to measure about quantities. Otherwise, there is no meaning in defining a quantity. देखिए, a unit of physical quantity is a standard value in terms of which other physical quantities are there. It is convenient and well defined. We have seen a lot of ancient methods in the measurement technique. So ancient measurement systems we have seen, the comparison tables we have seen, and that arised the confusions, and that was the need for development of SI system of units. Currently, we follow the international system of units called SI units. 7 base units are there: length, mass, time, temperature, amount of substance, light intensity, and electric current. 7 base units are there. Then the units of all other physical quantities can be derived in terms of the base SI units, and all these units which can be derived from the base SI units are called derived units. So we have 2 types of units: SI units and derived units. Okay, SI units and derived units. Then SI prefixes can be given. SI prefixes can be given to simplify the representation of physical quantity. Then grammar of SI units. We should follow certain rules while we represent these units in a scientific way. Then while writing them, we should follow the grammar of SI units. Then learners, you can try these questions. Which of the following is not an SI unit? You can try these questions. The mass of a solution is 10 microgram.
Sir, 1136.
ठीक है मैडम, ठीक है. I'm winding up. ठीक है, you can try these questions. Okay. So if at all any doubt is there, you can mail me at this email address. So dear learners, hope you had a nice session. You got some idea about the measurement systems, especially the measurement systems followed in our country in the ancient times in our country, and wish you to be very safe in this COVID-19 time. Thank you. Namaste.
Okay, sir, you may cut the call.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Thank you.